Hi, everyone. Today, I would like to answer one of the most common questions and address one of the most common misconceptions about this channel. I'm going to explain why I chose the name A Friend on the Inside. A lot of people think that that's me, and it's not really me, although I suppose if you really think about it, it's me and it's everyone. It's everything in this world. But the truth is, the friend on the inside is your higher self. It is your inner spirit, your inner guide, your inner guru. You can call it the self, the Atman. You can call it the Holy Spirit. You can call it Christ consciousness. You can call it the I am presence. It is. It is what you truly are. It is the perfect, limitless, boundless, unblemishable consciousness that dwells in you as you. It is what came to this world as you. It is your truth, your essence. It is what wants to live in this world through you. But it is what none of us have been trained to allow, to access, to detect, to work with, to surrender to. And what that means in the practical world, in daily, sort of daily life, it means that your awareness, your mind, your experience has been trapped by patterns, emotions, thoughts. You are living, someone said, I forget who, um, a man doesn't live 75 years. He lives the same year over and over 75 times. And you're probably starting to suspect this. You're probably starting to say, why does everything end in the same way? Why does everyone hurt me in the same way? Why does every relationship turn out the same way? Why do I leave every job under the same circumstances? I just left that job and I came to this new one and I'm hoping for better, but the same thing is happening. And you're wondering why. And the answer is that there are patterns or tendencies inside of you that you don't even know that you are un- unknowingly, unconsciously following. That these things, these patterns that dwell inside of you, are energetic forms that need to be fed and compel you to behave or think or choose the same things over and over and over. And when you think that the world could not get worse, when you realize that what you fear most based on your past is what has become your present, and when you're disgusted by the world and the life that you live, and you go through a crushing darkness and a crushing depression, what some people call the dark night of the soul, then you finally hear a little whisper from your friend on the inside that says, this is not how you're supposed to live. There is more to life than this. Remember me. Seek me. Come back home. And in the midst of your depression, a little light comes in and it says, find the answers, find the truth. There is a truth. If this is a lie, there is a truth. And you start looking and you start looking and you see all the lies of humanity, all the lies of, governments and corporations, all that stuff. And you say, okay, they're lies. Yes, but that's not the lie. That's not the truth. What is I'm more. There's more, and there's more, there's more. And you explore, you know, the expressions of spirituality. You explore, rituals and practices that are helpful. You explore the patterns of the mind through therapy or shadow work, journaling, whatever. And all those things are helpful, but there's more. There's more. The need to consume knowledge is burning like a fire inside of you. The questions are infinite, never ending, and you want to know. It is the greatest hunger you've ever experienced. It's beyond the craving. It will not be satisfied by anything except one experience. That is the finding of your friend on the inside. And until you touch that space, until you remember who and what and how you are, you will have a limitless desire to know, to know, to know. And this is a beautiful journey. It unfortunately goes through a dark tunnel, but you come out on the other side and you see the truth of life as you have never seen it. Like escaping Plato's cave. You realize, oh my God, I had no idea what life actually is. And this is the journey that I went through. And I came out of it realizing that life is unbelievable. I came out of an absolute life stopping, soul crushing depression. And I have come to a point now where I absolutely adore life, where my primary experience of life is contentment, happiness, and genuine love for everything. I really do feel that. I'm not lying, you know. I'm telling you this is possible. That the hatred of this planet, of this world and people, not so much the planet, but the life that we live here, that contempt actually turns into the sweetest, softest love. It really does. I was having a members meeting just yesterday, and someone was talking about how that love is washing over them. Um, and I'm here. The reason I started this channel is because I want you to find, well, I mean, your own spirit wants you to find this truth, and your own spirit is guiding you to it. But I wanted to be a place where you could understand these concepts and find these truths in simple language, straightforward practices, achievable techniques, and metaphors that help you to really grasp it. In my personal experience is that spirituality out there is a little too complicated. The teachings can be so convoluted that you're like, oh, do I really have to spend 20 years contemplating this in order to just contact that which I actually am? Really, it doesn't have to be that hard. So that's why I created the channel. That's why I wrote the book, The Art of Being, because at the end of the day, what we're talking about is this experience or this state called being, presence, whatever you want to call it. Um, and the fact that it is a one-step process to get there, and that the result is that you find love, peace, and joy. And that's the title of the book. Um, so I really, really appreciate this year. I suppose this is sort of me just looking back and celebrating all that we've learned together, all of the workshops, the videos, the meetings, the co-creation course that I did with the membership, everything. It's just been really wonderful. And I have I've read and replied to every single comment out there. And I hear your call for deeper exploration. Watching videos on YouTube is a great way to sort of pique your interest and to feel that the chill of alignment. The when you the spirit inside of you says, yes, 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 this is what you need to know. It's a wonderful way to feel that initial resonance with the truth. Because when you hear truth, you feel it in your spirit. But it's time to go deeper. It's time to learn techniques and to understand concepts in a sequential manner, and to have that live support, and to have a community of people that you can interact with. And because of that, I I have launched a community on school. You can look in the description section of this video to find out more and to join. Um, we are in the process of wrapping up the co-creation course right now, and from the very first day of 2026, I will be launching a year-long exploration in the form of a course that I call Living Your Best Life. And have, we will understand what has been preventing that, how to stop that, and how to allow your best life. We'll look into that every week with exclusive videos, and we'll meet and have a supportive discussion once a month. But I'll also have focus groups based on your interest. So we're going to look at working with the higher self. What is the higher self? How do you contact the higher self? What does that mean? We're going to look at um, the self is the healer, which I know I did that as a short workshop earlier this year, but we're really going to look into that. We're going to understand why, no matter how much you try to heal, you never actually fully heal, because the illusion of being separate from the self is the illness, and the self is therefore the only healer. And it is only through surrendering through this to the self that healing occurs. And it is complete and it is immediate. And when I talk about healing, I mean emotional pain patterns, or what we've been calling pain bodies, to use Eckhart Tolle's terms. I also mean the healing of physical conditions, because so much of the physical problems that we have are expressions of the misalignment or um, disconnect that we have to our inner spirit. And there are many, many other courses that I have planned, and the courses will obviously evolve based on the interests, needs, questions of the community. So if you're interested, have a look in the description. But for now, I just want to say thank you for this beautiful journey. Thank you for hearing the soft, gentle call inside of your heart from your spirit and surrendering to that. And thank you for including me on your journey. It's been an honor to watch you find your way back home. So yeah, just take a moment as at this sort of season at the end of the year, and feel gratitude for how much your inner spirit and inner guide has been guiding you and helping you. Feel gratitude for how much progress and release and transformation you felt, and look forward to a beautiful, beautiful new year ahead. This this journey never stops, and I'm really, really happy for you. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day and have a wonderful year ahead.